My dearest Jenny, I had an entire list of instructions written out for you. Schedules and timetables, keys and procedures. You have indulged me so much, and it's only now, at the end, that I see how it has helped me get through these dark times, but also how ultimately empty it has been. I had everything so carefully planned. I've worked so tirelessly. I've warped and twisted my surroundings to the point where I can never be sure if I've completely settled back into reality. And even if I did manage to turn off everything planted in the walls to deceive myself, I think my mind would deceive me still. I don't need clinical testing of the long-term effects of these devices to know that I've undoubtedly done permanent damage to myself. I will always see what I want to see. But worse than that, there is the splinter, more like the stake, always deep into my heart, reminding me more and more every day that what I see is a lie. Through your patience and your indulgence of me, you've tried to keep me happy, but it's also somehow brought me back from this world I've made for myself. I think maybe it would have been better for you to have not indulged me. Then I could have excluded you from my bubble, convinced myself that you were crazy like everyone else. But instead, your unceasing love caused me to listen to you, to let you in, and the consequence of that was seeing the truth in your eyes and letting that in as well. I have my Charlie here with me. You will never have to indulge me in her again. Rather than taking joy in her, I have cried over her, so many countless tears. I have poured agony into her, until she serves as another reminder, not of what I once had, but of the unbearable pain of what was taken from me. She has come to reflect my pain back to me, whereas I, for a time, took great comfort in her eyes. I now only see loss, endless debilitating loss. Her eyes will never fill me again. In fact, they have emptied me. Keep all the closets shut. Let them be tombs for my denial and my grievance. My only lasting instruction for you concerns the fourth closet. It is not enough to keep it shut. You must keep that one sealed and buried. My grief was already beginning to waken me to reality when I began what was to be her final stage. When I rose slightly from the depth of my despair, I saw that I had no choice but to cease my work, for I was only feeding my own delusion. My old faithful partner, who I can only hope now is in a grave of his own, took what I had begun and made something of his own, something dreadful. He crafted my beloved work into something of his own and endowed it with who knows what kinds of evil. I was able to stop him and to seal away what he made, and you, Jenny, must ensure that the seal remains. I would instruct you to demolish the house if I could trust that it could be done effectively. Keep it, and make sure the world forgets it. Then, someday, after many decades have passed and no one remembers, fill it with every kind of flammable thing and burn it to the ground, standing close guard to put a bullet into anything that emerges from the rubble, no matter what or who it looks like. I'm going to be with my daughter. Love always and to the end, Henry.